Hello, everyone. Karen Henderson here to walk you through how to set up Invention Journey notebooks for each of the teams within your chapter. So we're going to be doing this kind of after we've done the human-centered design process, the ideation phases, and we're getting ready to put our information into our design briefs and then move on to actually building the prototypes for the NEDC challenge. So you're going to find this in the MESA pacing guides. You're going to want to come first to the timeline and overview that should be shared with you. And you're going to find week 8, so just right at the end of our ideation phase. This is where we're going to start using the Invention Journey Notebook. And you're going to go ahead and click on that into the bookmark, and it will take you to that part of the MESA Pacing Guide. And you're going to see this is where we're completing the design brief, where we're going to start to use the Invention Journey Notebook. They'll actually be doing that within that document. In the materials needed for that lesson, you're going to find a place where it says Digital Invention Journey Notebook Template. And this note that says, please duplicate for your teams, do not edit. We want to try to keep the MESA master copy of the Invention Journey really crisp and clean so that chapters can make as many copies of this as they need so that each team has a place to record their invention journey as they work toward the NEDC challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And when I click on that, it's going to take me to the website. And this is the website in the edit mode. So the place where you or students would upload material, would be able to change the way that their site is going to look online. And before you do anything else, this is a place where you want to make those duplicate copies, make copies for each of the teams that you have in your chapter. So we're not going to touch this one, we'll leave this one clean. And you're going to use the snowman, so these 3 dots here. And when you click on that, you'll see there's an option for duplicate site. That's the one that we're going to be using. So I'm going to just click on that duplicate site. I'm going to rename this. So I'm going to just be really silly this time and just put team 1. If you know the names of your teams, you could put those in. Otherwise, this might be a good way to start the process. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on duplicate. And as I click on duplicate, it's going to take that master site, and it's going to create a duplicate copy now that is for my team 1. I'm going to repeat that process as many times as I need to get enough copies so that each one of my teams has their own copy. So this is my team 2 Invention Journey Notebook. And I'm going to go ahead and again, I'm going to duplicate that. So I have 2 copies of it that I can pass on to my individual teams. So I want to show you what this looks like in my drive so that you see once you've done this process, how you access it and share it with your students. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to my Google Drive, and I'm going to refresh it so that you can see. Since I just uploaded those 2, I'm going to have 2 new Google sites now in my drive. And you'll see here's Team 1's journal, and here's Team 2's notebook. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Team 1 just to make it easier so we can see what it looks like. So this is now a copy, once it opens, of the journey notebook that is for this specific team. So you are ready for them now to go ahead and to start making some changes, adding some content, personalizing it to make it their own. So in order to add your team members, you want to come up to this share with others, which is this little person with the plus. And when you click on that, that's going to give you a place where you can invite a person to come and join your team. So say, for instance, I wanted to invite this student from my chapter. I could do that. I can make him an editor. I can write him a message that says, here's a copy of your invention notebook if I want to. And then I can send that to him. I'm not going to do that now because this particular student would be surprised to see this coming at this point. But then that would give him editing privileges. He could then open that up and share it with the other members of his group. The other thing that you can do, and I'm going to just go ahead and click out of that, is you can invite your teams once they have it to really personalize their page. And I'll show them this in the video that I make for them too. But they're welcome to come over to themes. They can change the theme. So for instance, I could change it to the simple version. I could change it to a green if I wanted to, or a pink. So I can kind of start to make it my own. I can, of course, as a team, add in my own bit. So maybe I want to call our team the designers. But I can create that so that it now becomes a really personal piece. Okay, so before you start week 8, you want to make sure that you've done this, access that Invention Journey Notebook, the master copy from MESA, use the snowman again right up here to make those duplicate sites, as many as you need for the numbers of teams that you have, and add on at least 1 member from each group so that they can access that once they come to your chapter meeting. Okay, I think that that's all you need to know. And if you need help, please reach out to MESA or to me. I'd be happy to walk you through the process.